live from a previously unfinished attic in downtown Monroe. This is Drawing Bigger Circles, where we dig into what's going on behind the scenes and out in the streets of our city, Monroe, North Carolina. My name is Stephen Stegall, and I'm the chairperson for Change for Monroe, and we're a grassroots organization that seeks to connect neighbors to neighbors through political engagement, civic education, and a myriad of community service opportunities. And as always, I'm joined by my producer and my new co-host, Fuck Around and Find Out. Also, Kevin, a.k.a. Kevin Daniels, and Barb Curtin. I'll let you guys figure out who's fuck around and who's find out.
One of us has a record.
Oh, fuck you.
What is that? Does
that
mean,
that would be the find out side.
Is that the find out? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure.
I'm the brawn of the group, apparently.
Yeah.
You know, well, we need something to give us like our street rep.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
So
you have the prison tattoos, though.
Not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
I did think about getting like it was going to be
Teardrops.
a teardrop, but it was actually going to be like a ripped piece of paper, so it was like a tear drop.
You God.
It's better than your fucking hilarious shit.
Hilarious. What are you talking about? It's perfect.
Oh, you're going to
God.
need to put that on another tattoo.
Okay. Well.
I honestly, like, I'm still looking for the next Steven quote to put on there.
Right.
And there was about maybe like a millisecond, but I'm like, oh, no, it's so fucking dumb. I can't do
No,
it.
But
you
what
weren't gonna
about
do it.
what
And,
about shit Twinkies?
Shit and Twinkies. Well, that's a Barb quote. That's not a Steven.
So, I mean, hell. All right. Shut the party down.
One way to end it.
Well, Hilarious is still on the board if I'm if I still have my my way about it. So, well,
Don't worry, it's not.
Am I trying to come up with new quotes? That's what.
No. They have to come
They have to just
organically.
come- Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're shooting for. Like the one that's on there now.
Steve-isms.
Yeah, Steve.
The
So-
Tao of Steve.
I'm gonna just start like putting them in my phone now and just like.
Yep.
And
You should. Hey,
No.
Kevin, does this one work?
No, I'll drop them in like random conversation is what it is. We'll be talking about something else. I'm like, hey, how's the weather outside, Kevin? And then drop a perfect Steve-ism. Yeah. And you're like, God damn it, going on the arm.
For if we do have any new listeners, I do have a tattoo of something Steven said about a year ago. Is
I think probably longer.
Yeah.
But it's we're not here to choke the chicken, or we're here to ruffle feathers, not choke the chicken.
There you go.
That
Yeah.
was
It's on your leg.
that was a wonderful
It is
quote,
on his
and I
leg.
decided that it was important and need to be memorialized so that we never forget.
Right. The other thing is we're here to lay bricks and not throw them.
Yeah, that's actually kind of meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you were looking for. you
yeah,
know,
choking the chicken has another connotation that I think.
what other connotation would that be? I don't know.
Oh, if you don't know, I'm not going to teach you at this age. Should have paid attention in 6th grade. Anyway, so Barb, you had the first topic of conversation today.
I do, but
By the way, this is just a fuck around episode. We're just like I don't
No
even know if
finding
this is
out,
gonna
just
be-
fucking around.
Yeah, this is not even going to be political at all. I don't think so. We're just hanging out and
We're going to try our best. Yeah, not even turn on the cameras. We are just too lazy to do that today.
right.
well, before I go into what has blown my skirt up, I want to let you know that you look mighty dapper in your alpha male shirt. Alpha male shirt. Kevin has a very lovely alpha male shirt on with a kitten and a rainbow on it.
Yeah,
Oh.
thank you. We'll be taking a group photo later
It's
for the cover
sparkly
for the
looking.
picture of the podcast or something. So
So there was I don't know if you guys, do you guys watch this guy? I forget his name. It's Kareem something. He does like subway takes. Have you ever seen this thing?
no.
So he's a comedian. He like rides the New York subway all the time, but he always has like semi-famous and some people on there that just are not famous at all, just random people on the.
Does he put the microphone on like a pass card?
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Metro
it's
card.
a Metro
okay,
card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a few of his TikToks.
But he's always like, what's your take? And then they come up with some kind of like crazy shit. And he either like 100% agrees or disagrees. And then they have to like kind of change his mind. It's like, he was doing the better version of Charlie Kirk shit. And much
The
more
fun
funny.
version.
Yeah, the fun version.
the intellectual version.
But the other day it was a lady was like, we need more cat dads.
Oh.
And she went into like why being a cat dad is a much more how it like kind of like softens men a bit,
It does. I agree with that.
and also like not necessarily softens them so much, but definitely opens them up to like, okay, because you know how like when a puppy or a dog or something like that, if you want to pet a puppy or a dog, you can just do that.
Anytime they're
you want.
welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they welcome that shit, and it's just like mostly any part of the body is like fair game. It's like, scritches here, scritches there. Dog comes to you, and it's like, hey, I've been here all day, and super excited to see you when you walk in the door. Cat could give a shit. And so they're like just aloof, hanging out on the back of your couch. And if you go over and try and pet them, they're like, oh no,
this
is me time. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy sitting. And so it like teaches, supposedly anyway, this is like her premise anyway, but it supposedly like informs men about consent more. and like, so it's like, hey, every once in a while, you can't necessarily touch the pussy any way you want to.
As a cat dad,
yes.
I can say, nope. Doesn't stop me. These two things are completely unrelated. How I would treat a female versus the cat in my house. Scrappy gets attacked all the time.
By you?
By me.
Okay.
I would just run up. I'm like, oh, you got your tummy out. Type of thing.
How does he react to that?
Well, you've seen the scratches on my hands.
Yeah, well, there you go, though. He's telling you.
He's telling me that this is not his idea of a good time. And I'm like, but you're so fluffy. So it's kind of like, I do accept the fact that when Scrappy does want the lovin's and the pets and he jumps on my chest, Sherlock gets jealous if he's around.
Very much so.
So then it's kind of a whole thing.
You have the same dynamic with my cat Taters and my dog Gus. Like, my dog Gus is like just all about me. And like, so every time, well, don't get me wrong, like he likes other people in the family too, but like,
He likes me too.
Yeah.
He does not like me.
No.
You haven't fed him hot dogs.
You haven't fed him hot dogs, right.
Oh.
So when Tater, my cat, is like, he is definitely all about me. He doesn't like anybody else in the family. If he's like wanting like some consensual, like some consensual petting time, I'm his receptacle, or the person he comes to attend to that. So I'll be petting Taters, or Tater will be in my lap, and the dog just cannot stand that and has to come over there and just ruin it. He's just like, I will destroy this sentimental moment and place myself right in your lap, sir. So there you go. Yeah, we have that same.
That's dog behavior, though.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're gonna love on me.
Yeah.
And a cat's like, I don't care what you're doing, and I don't care what you're doing.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
So back to my big issue this week was I realized exactly how much it bothers me when someone puts the toilet paper roll on the wrong way.
Correct.
Well, you have to define which way.
No, she does not.
No, absolutely she does.
No.
She has to tell which way she's... I get it. I understand which way is supposed to be wrong. But
then why does she have to explain it?
You just have to do it.
So to me,
yeah,
the roll, the part you're pulling should be over the top.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I got all excited the other day because I was the lucky recipient of the ability to need to change out the toilet paper roll at work. So I was excited because I got to finally put it on the right way.
Okay.
And I put it on the right way. Okay. So a week later, still the same toilet paper roll. But
wow.
My coworker,
How big is this toilet
there's
paper
only
roll?
two of us.
Okay.
There's only
And
two
they're all
of
on
us.
Ozempic.
There you go.
For those of you who don't know, look it up.
So I go in
Ain't
there.
no shitting going on in that,
None.
in that office.
None. So I go in there and she has flipped it.
No.
Yes.
So you're telling me that this person has taken a partial roll
Yes.
and flipped it the other way
Yes,
around
sir.
before the roll is complete?
Yes.
Fuck off.
That was my exact thought.
Now, here's the
How
thing.
dare you?
Can at work, I flip it around the right way when I walk in.
Oh, I've
every-
wanted
So you
to.
take time to do that.
every
I
time.
would.
Okay.
I want
I
to.
walk in there and it's like I don't know how to. It's like a reflex. It's a natural reaction. Like, oh, let me flip that around for you. You fucked that up. And when I first started volunteering and then working there was one woman who I noticed she would always put it backwards.
Were you
And
watching? No, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, please. But like on Messenger, I don't know if you know, but you can change like the little like thumbs up thingies, and I changed our conversation to a toilet roll.
Nice.
A toilet
For a
paper
thumb.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like whenever she and I are chatting on here, I can actually just send her a toilet roll to remind her that she does this incorrectly every time.
So when she does it incorrect, you send her a toilet paper roll.
Nope. Oh, I mean just normal conversations. I'm just like,
That's his light. That's your thumbs up.
Is that
Here,
right?
here's the. Yep, see? For those of you at home, I just pointed to the fact that I actually do that. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd make a conscious effort to go in there, and I know the people in the office that I'm like, nope.
I really do want to, but then I think to myself, because I've been trying to do better, I'm like, you know what, Barb, that's being a bitch.
So there's one exception to this, and it kind of ties back to cat dads and cats in general and alpha cats. If you have a cat. Because if you have a cat, they will go in there and they will.
Yes.
So you got to spin it the other way so that it just spins around.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But I would maintain close the goddamn bathroom door.
Well, so now the toilet paper or the paper towel rolls in every location are backwards too. So
Oh, no.
it just torments me all day long.
As
And
well as
So let me just clarify though. So this is just a need that you have.
No.
To make the thing. No. But like, so my daughter doesn't like when the volume on on anything.
Please tell me you're not putting it at odd numbers or some shit.
So here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where the volume. If I can't hear it well, I turn it up. And if it's 1, fine. If it's 2, okay, whatever. She does not want it to be on anything but a multiple of 5 or a even number. And
really?
And so I will fuck with her and just like turn it up just 1 every once in a while just to do that.
Folks,
Also,
next week, Barb and I are going to be taking over the podcast. Steven's going to be put out to drift because that is insane. No, I'm increments, even numbers, but increments of 5.
Oh,
I
no.
always do 5.
I just fuck it wherever that's good.
And I mean, in the car, it's a little bit more sensitive because it's a smaller space, you know.
Yeah.
So at home on the TV, it's increments of 5, 100%. But I also consider 5 to be an honorary even number.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
You know, but in the car, increments of 2.
Yeah.
That's it.
I could give a shit about that too, and the toilet paper roll thing. I get it. I
You say
understand.
weird shit.
I know. I understand, but like honestly, like if I'm going to change the toilet paper roll, I probably do on the norm put it facing outward.
That's just because you're trying to fit in with the cool kids now.
Yeah, maybe.
You
I don't
normally
know.
just don't give a fuck.
I just don't
but
give a fuck.
I get offended when I see it on.
As well you should.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm immediately like, oh my God, who is this person? And I want to make sure I don't send them a Christmas card. You are contributing to the downfall of society with this kind of behavior.
Do you think it's lazy, or you think that people just don't like?
I think there are people out there like you that are fucking crazy and don't care.
Yeah.
But I do think there are people out there who think that's the right way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
really?
Okay, well,
And-
you know that you can't roll it off, like you said. You can't roll it off the other way. Like the way you're talking about, you can actually just spin it, and all of it comes off.
Yeah.
You don't think it's more utilitarian to like have it the other way, and then
I do not.
it safeguards the roll.
It does.
Yeah.
From
Well,
Small-
basically, it's like hitting the wall of the thing, and
Yeah.
it's just like, no, what are you doing, man?
yeah.
know?
So.
And let's face it, mullets have never been cool.
You shut up, right?
Oh no, I think they're cool. I thought they were cool then, and I
Don't get
think
me
they're
wrong.
cool
There,
now.
there was a time where they like.
By the way, I'm just going to interrupt right now. This might be our most contentious episode ever between the toilet paper and the mullets.
Mullets have a place.
Guys,
Yes,
I
in
have a
the annals of
confession.
history.
Oh, do you have a mullet right now?
I had a mullet when my mother cut. My mother took me and had my hair cut into that because the lady who did her hair had her convinced that those were cool. So I had a mullet.
no.
I will bring in a picture and we
Please
can put
do.
it on if you want to.
Absolutely. Why is that not our thumbnail on everything we do?
Yeah,
It's
I was going to
horrific.
say that's going to be like the new profile picture for
It's-
Change from Monroe for quite some time.
It's
Change from Monroe. We might
horrific.
just give Change from Monroe emblem a mullet. Give it Barb's mullet.
Yes. Can you even imagine? There's nothing worse than right. Female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A female? No,
Yeah, no.
It's never cool.
Mistakes were
Never.
made.
No, that's
cool.
wrong.
Yeah.
They are
Well,
cool. Yeah.
there are cool. Now there's like the cool retro.
Denim has to be
shaggy
involved
looking.
somewhere, though.
Oh, I had a denim dress.
Yeah, there you go.
It zipped right up to here.
Perfect.
And it went all the way down. I had ruffles on the back. Yeah, I was all about the.
So it was a
Yeah.
neck to toe denim dress,
Yes, with poofy sleeves.
puffy sleeves,
Yep.
and you rocked that with a mullet.
And it was acid washed.
Oh,
I'm
Jesus
telling
Christ.
you what.
What was this, like 1988?
Yes.
Must have
Probably before. It was before then because I started high school in '88.
Is that right?
I'm old.
Oh, you are a little
as
older than us.
piss.
Yeah.
She doesn't look it because of the healthy eating and the gardening and
Yeah, the healthy eating. There's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my beef for the week.
no, as I mentioned, that's valid.
Thank you.
And
I
I'll tell you
appreciate
that the fact that she would take time out of her day to make it incorrect. The people who take time out of their day to correct it,
Those are the normal people.
completely understand. I'm like, yeah, that's, you're just trying to make the world a better place.
See?
So, yeah. Steven, what's your gripe for the week?
I don't know. I don't know that I can contend with mullets and
See.
toilet paper rolls. Well, I tell you what, my gripe for the week is fuck phone batteries. How about that?
All right. Yeah. Well, let's start with the beginning. What's your biggest issue? Is it because you have an iPhone?
It is. Are you want to tell everybody what kind of phone you have? Because I know
Everyone knows.
everyone knows.
As
I
the
was
smart
gonna
one
say,
in the group, everyone knows what I have.
Android users make sure that everybody knows. you're an Android
Everybody
user.
knows.
Isn't that like
I saw
2% of the population?
I saw a video of that's just because again smart. I saw a video and it was like a woman at an HOA meeting and they had like a group chat in the HOA and she's like really angry because someone had an Android and she wanted to like force them to get an iPhone so that the bubbles wouldn't be a different color. And I'm looking all over and I'm telling you right now, this is the problem with the world. I have no idea if that was AI or if it was real. And I'm looking all over for the badges and stuff.
Yeah, it's totally real.
Yeah, that woman that stood up at the whatever the meeting, I think Board of Education meeting, and started complaining about Facebook. That's what it reminded me of, which y'all have seen because I included it in a previous podcast.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Yeah, that's always the best. But yeah, no. So my phone decided, I guess, this week to just kind of crap the bed, and but it was like
when you said phone, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to that beginning of the sentence. When you said my iPhone crapped the bed, right? You did.
iPhone. Okay. Yes, I didn't specify, but
Yes.
yes, my iPhone decided it had enough of life, and decided that the battery was now going to be compromised, or what is it? I forget exactly. Degraded. That's the way that's what they call it. Your battery is degraded, and but yeah, it would just like stop in the middle of anything. As I was just like either have it in my pocket or like was scrolling through something, and all of a sudden everything would just stop. I would have like a significant amount of charge. Let's just say that.
Ooh.
And it was just like it was just
significant amount of charge. That's the name of our band.
Oh my God, we have so many bands and so little time.
We should learn some instruments.
I was just gonna say now all we got to do is learn instruments. Yeah. So it's just this week has just been me like constantly trying to do something on my phone and then having my phone die and and cursing until I found my charger and getting the thing back up, waiting the 10 minutes it takes to kind of like reboot everything and then trying to do something. So I've literally been 5 feet away from an outlet for the last 3 days. And so today my son was in desperate need for an upgrade on his phone. So he and I went and got new phones today. So,
Yay.
Yeah. So, yay, capitalism.
That's always fun unless you're old and then it's like it's taking forever to get it all back set up. I always get angry when I have to get a new phone.
This is a very true story. So I started the Ozempic on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But on Tuesday morning, I went and got the continuous glucose monitor on my arm. And I had to show up, and it was like a group thing with the nurse, and she's teaching everyone how to put the things on and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is like some kind of fucking support group. I'm out, I don't want to hear about your fucking addiction to Snickers, I'm out.
Snickers.
But it wasn't.
Boo this man. That's a good reference, guys. Look at that.
So, wait, where do I know? I know that one from the Stoner movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Squirrel.
I always forget the name of the movie. Stoner Time.
Anyway,
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle's Stoner movie.
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Oh.
All right, good talk. So I'm in this group and I'm like, fuck this. I'm really not up for this, because it's like old people and it's all going to be like, oh, how do I do this? How do I do this? And like, where's the power button on my phone? And so one dude shows up. And unfortunately, he didn't pay his bill that month, so his phone was shut off. So he got, and she's like, well, you've already been through the class? He's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, then you don't need to do this. And she's like, when you turn on your phone, just download the app again and start again. He's like, all right, cool. So he left. And he gets to the next guy, and he's like, I can't get in here because it keeps asking me for my Apple ID. And he's like, I keep putting it in. I changed it like 4 or 5 times, and I can't get it. And she's like, okay, well, this is like, you're connecting this to an app on the phone. If you don't have a phone, peace out, homie. So he left. Then the other guy, he just accidentally hit the wrong button, on his thing. So he changed screens, and he didn't know what happened. So we made an appointment, and they put him into this group to fix it, but he fixed it before he got there. So it wound up being just the nurse sitting across from me, telling me everything. She told us it was like an hour class. We were out of there in 22 minutes.
You're quick.
Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, I know how to use a phone.
You absorbed all
Kevin
that.
knows things.
I know.
Right.
I drink and I know things.
Yeah.
Well, I drink Crystal Light and I know things.
The movie was Half-Baked, by the way.
Half-Baked. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yes.
I knew it's always,
Yes.
I don't know why that title always escapes me.
Yes.
We do need to make a special announcement, though.
Oh,
Kevin is no longer on Coke. And I don't mean Coke. I mean Coca-Cola.
We got to say the whole word.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Yes, and that's a huge, huge, huge feat for him.
I would say, I think we did St. Patty's Day dinner at my mom's house. And
The corned beef and all that?
Yeah. And we were there for just under 3 hours, and I drank 9 cans of Coke while we were there.
I mean...
So I was over a case a day.
That's like
easily.
one about every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That actually seems low. Maybe it was more.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was over a case a day, and I took my first shot of Ozempic on Sunday night. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Monday I tried to have a Coke. Monday afternoon I tried to have a Coke.
What do you mean? When you say you tried to have a Coke, so I'm trying to understand what this this Ozempic and all this other stuff is like doing to you. You're saying that you go to try and drink a Coke, and it it doesn't taste good?
I'm forcing myself to drink the Coke first.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing the can, and I'm like, I do not want that.
Really?
It does not look good. I have no thirst for it.
Right?
And so I'm like, okay. So I opened up a can, and then it didn't even taste good.
Okay.
And then it was like, this is not going to be great. And people talk about like the overeating and, like basically like blowing up toilets if you overeat, if you really force yourself to do this stuff,
So nothing is like, you can look at a cheeseburger and the cheeseburger does nothing for you anymore.
Right.
Yep.
And that's like where I'm at right now with food. And the only thing that is appetizing to me right now, the only thing I want to eat, it's driving everyone nuts, is like a wrap with like just steak or chicken in it with cheese on top and sour cream. And that's it. And that's all I want to eat.
That
that's
actually sounds delicious.
Exactly. It's, I think, a diet meant for us. So I went out and got the keto-friendly wraps so that I could just keep doing this over and over again.
Okay.
And yeah. And then yesterday I actually was able to put down 2 slices of Jet's pizza. So the drug is wearing off as the week goes on.
Yeah.
But I still cannot drink Coke.
Do you administer these shots yourself or no? Do you have to
I
go
do.
get them? Okay.
Yep.
Is there an oral version of this? Like a
They've
pill?
come out with tablets.
Okay, but you guys are you?
I do
you
the
guys-
shots too.
You guys are both on the shots,
Well, I'm military, so they're never going to go with the more expensive option.
right? Of course, yeah. And the tablets are the
And
more,
the tablets
yeah.
are the more convenient.
So what I just looked up, it apparently is like mimicking the natural GLP-1 hormone in the body, which regulates appetite and blood sugar. So it slows gastric emptying, making you feel full longer.
But you can't shit.
Is that what it does, though? Seriously?
Oh,
There is-
it's been a week.
yeah.
Yeah. It blocks up some people.
Yeah, so I've heard that
It's coming, Kevin, I'm
in
telling you.
Very rare cases, it can like paralyze the small intestine or something like that, or like the intestinal lining or something. Because your intestinal lining is little fingers,
Yep.
little
Pushing
phalanges,
the poo.
pushing poos along.
Poos.
And apparently it like slows all that down. And
Can we,
yeah,
can we write that down?
what, pushing the poos along?
The small intestine is little fingers.
Little
pushing
fingers.
The poos
Pushing
along.
the poos.
Yeah, that's great.
We may have
Add that to the list.
We may have the next tattoo. My mom's gonna be so proud.
It just comes along naturally. So yeah,
Pushing the
it
poos
just
along.
come right out of me. Hill Eris.
Oh my God.
No, nothing.
No, still not going on.
God damn it. Okay.
As a matter of fact, you now made this one less funny.
Right. And on to the next.
So yeah, and it triggers the pancreas to release insulin, and the blood sugar levels, when the blood sugar levels are high, aiding in both diabetes management. Oh, okay, there you go. And I didn't realize it did that too, but
Yeah, that's why I have to take it.
well, I figured it was your diabetes was like this was a weight issues that was for you, like
Doctor's been very happy with my weight.
okay,
I mean, I have a large stomach,
really,
but I think that's mostly muscle.
yeah,
know,
That's a
it is. Yeah,
gigantic-
Because like I do not like
There
I'm
you
not a
go.
round person overall. It's
Right.
just my stomach, and like when my weight, like I'm actually 24 pounds lighter
Okay.
than the day that I retired from the Air Force
Oh wow.
No kidding.
Okay.
9 years
Good for
ago.
you.
So it's kind of like I don't know where I'm losing the weight.
Uh huh.
Skinny toes, skinny knees, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe.
But it's not coming off the stomach, and this will probably cause it to come off the stomach now.
Okay. I like to say I have a 12-pack, and they're both just stacked on top of each other.
I have a keg.
Yeah. So, okay.
Don't try to outstomach me on this one, man. We can see you. We may not have the cameras on, but we can see you.
So apparently, like this is the new thing that, like, well, you've got, I guess 66% of the people in this room are taking them. So I guess this is what a lot of people are getting nowadays for. I guess because it makes more sense to me now, though, because I was just assuming that this was just a weight loss thing, but it is a thing to regulate or help to regulate diabetes, and so that makes a lot more sense to me.
That's why I got on it. I mean, the
Right,
doc
yeah,
said, he's like, hey, I want to put you on Ozempic. I'm like, is that the weight loss drug? And he's like, kind of, but I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, it helps with your blood sugar. And I'm like, all right, that means I can drink more Cokes.
Yeah.
That's kind of been like my thing from the get-go is like keep up in the insulin to keep up with my Coca-Cola habit.
I prefer you to say Coke habit. It's
I
so
know
much
you
more-
It's
It's so
I know
much
you were looking
funnier.
at me like,
Yeah.
Here it
if you can
comes.
say it, if you can say it, if you can say it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it kind of backfired on me because now I can't drink Coke.
Right. Are you sad about that though? Really? Like,
I am.
I would think that people, like, I enjoy eating. Don't get me wrong. And I would think that, like, if I were to get on some sort of weight loss program like that would be the thing that I would miss the most. Obviously, it's not necessarily like I don't know. It's just the different foods and
Yeah.
I mean, it's just and also too, like, being hungry. There's a part of being hungry that's like, almost the expectation of going to eat and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so you're telling me that, like, even feeling hungry is like
No.
not even a thing you feel.
Not even
You
a
could
thing.
go all day.
Yeah.
I went last night. I came inside the house to go. I was going to head upstairs to go to bed.
Yeah.
And Kelly goes, "Aren't you going to have dinner?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's like 9:30. I haven't eaten yet."
So it's just not even on your list
It's
anymore.
just, yeah.
No, don't
it's
even
really
think
not.
about
And
it.
it
That's
used to
crazy.
be like, I'm the kind of guy that was like, hey, I'm eating breakfast right now. What am I doing for lunch? Because I love food. I love to eat food.
That's an addiction.
I know.
I don't know. Is it an addiction when it's a necessity though? Seriously.
It is, but it was. Well, I don't know if we've ever actually been out to eat at like a real. Oh no, we've been out, but
Yeah.
you've seen what I throw down at the Korean all-you-can-eat. Type
Oh
of thing.
yum.
Dude, I don't like. I used to eat a lot. Like when I was younger, in my probably 20s and 30s, and like very very active and like working out and all this other stuff. I
Show
would
off.
pack the food away, like
I do too.
an entire Subway sandwich plus another one. Like I would get, yeah. So
I can throw. 2 weeks ago, I put down 2 foot-long meatball subs from Subway.
Wow.
Just sitting there eating dinner.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And that was like, that's normal for me.
yeah.
And we were actually joking because I was over at a friend's house and there was a doctor at the table. Mm-hmm. And I kind of made the comment like, yeah, I got a black hole for a stomach and I think it's because of the diabetes. And he's like, no. He's like, flip it around.
Yeah. You eat too much, therefore diabetes.
Therefore, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
yeah.
I had that equation backwards.
It's always good to have a doctor around to tell you you're stupid.
I feel like it was kind of like one of the funniest things I ever had to do was they're like, oh, you're pre-diabetic, and I'm in the Air Force.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, if you're in the military, you don't get options. When they say, hey, go do this,
Yeah.
you go do that.
I
So like
mean-
right now,
Nowadays.
no.
Yeah. No, the whole COVID issue. Sorry, go ahead. I
Yeah.
don't wanna-
Again, they were
Yeah.
all getting kicked out for that nonsense.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So I'm sitting there and they were like, oh, you're pre-diabetic. Go see the nutritionist. And I'm like, let me get this straight. You pay a motherfucker to tell me to eat salads? I'm like, is this a real thing?
Yeah.
Like, you went to school for this?
You pay a motherfucker for me to ignore
Right.
when he tells me to eat
So
salads.
he's like, so tell me about your diet. And I'm like, fucking what you got, man?
No.
I'm like, as long as it's not leafy green, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
And so we were going, and sure as shit, it was like, okay, well, next time you have a steak, try to eat a salad with it.
Try a green bean.
And I'm like, okay, this is, but
Some southern green beans.
God, I can make green bean. Well,
Oh my
maybe
God, you
coated
guys are
in butter,
gross.
but
Yum. So
no.
good.
see, that's also going to keep my appetite down. Talking
Yeah.
about green beans.
And so that's another thing. Like, so my wife and I, we just enjoy cooking together. And so that would be the thing that, like, really, I think that I would miss about, like, being on a GLP-1 or some type of, like, appetite suppressant.
There are two
or
things
something
wrong with that statement.
like that. Okay.
One,
Yeah.
I don't like cooking because it takes too fucking long.
No,
Like, I love to show up
Yeah.
to a place
Yeah.
where the lasagna is made,
Yeah. Right.
and I just get to jump in at the last minute because these things take a lot of time. That's why I'm making my own pickles. That's
do.
not time consuming.
Yeah.
If you were to say, hey, do you want to make your own lasagnas? No, that takes too fucking long.
Well, no, but like, so.
But then the other side of it, kitchen. There is no kitchen on the planet that is big enough for two people.
Yeah, no, you're right, but that's the whole point. You're like,
Like, hey, let's get this fight over with.
No, it's like you're bumping against each other. You're like, crossing paths with the salt and peppers, and you're like, hey, I'll get this, you get that type thing. You got one side of the stove, I get the other. You're like washing dishes while the other one's over there chopping veggies and whatnot. You're just kind
Chopping
Thank
broccoli.
you.
yeah. So, no, it's just like it's a thing that like I think that I would like. So I look for things that like tie me back to like prehistoric people, and like so like I
You
enjoy.
got the big forehead.
Yeah, there you go. So like that's what I'm saying. That's what,
Jesus.
this was all planned, people.
It's not hair loss. It's getting in touch with my roots.
Yes, or not so much anymore. But no, like one of the most human things that you can possibly do is like to build a fire and make bread. Like I just, you know what I mean? And like so, I enjoy doing things that are like kind of like beyond our like not beyond our but like well below our technological abilities nowadays. And instead of like doom scrolling on your phone, just fucking
Make a loaf of bread.
make a loaf of bread. Yeah, even if you're going to give it away to your neighbor or something, like the act of doing it and bringing those ingredients
Yeah,
together and then giving
I
it to
agree.
people that you love or that that you want to see healthy or whatever. I mean, just giving that thing to that person is just like an act of kindness.
He's doing the exact hand gesture you would have thought.
Yeah, it is.
Barb, who cooks in your house?
It used to be me, but then I was being told exactly how to do things, so I quit.
Yeah.
So
Like by a recipe?
no,
No. Okay.
by my husband.
Recipes tell me what to do all the
Yeah,
time.
totally. Yeah.
So then he was cooking, but now we order from this place. I cook when I have the kids, but we do what's it called? Something Cook Unity. It's really good.
Is this like a
Really good.
Delivery thing?
Yeah.
Where they
and-
send you meals or something?
Yeah, and then you just heat them up. But all of them are chef, like they're legitimately chef made. They have certain chefs as part of their group, and they're good. I mean, we've tried lots of other services, but this is really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I mean, I get a lot of these like advertisements on my ear. I think it's HelloFresh is one of them.
We've done that.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did that one. So this one's better than
It is. I mean, HelloFresh, you get the
Ingredients.
time, you get the ingredients, and you get the time in the kitchen, and you get to spend time doing that. That's the part I really enjoy. This, I'm too busy. I get home so late after work, and it's just I don't want to start cooking at 7 o'clock. 6, 7 o'clock at night.
It's a chore.
It is.
If anyone out there in podcast land is listening, Barb would like a job closer to Monroe.
There you go.
I
But
love
she has
my
to
job.
like it as much as her current job.
Right.
which is
That's
very
the
much.
problem. I love my job.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will say that like we try to do this every once in a while, but it's like we'll have like like meatless dinners or something like that. We're just
Why?
just because we're just trying to
okay.
like and the, part of the thing what I was telling you about is as far as like being hungry. There are a lot of that. I don't consider it really fasting or anything, but sometimes you're just not feeling all that great or something like that in the morning, or maybe you just don't feel like eating breakfast or something. So I'll literally like wait until dinner that night to like eat. I may have like a a handful of almonds or like even like a little cereal bar or something like that throughout the day, just to kind of keep me going and where my stomach's not, like churning or something. But yeah, I'll try my best to like not eat throughout the day sometimes, just to kind of like, almost like a little mini fast. But yeah, like there's a, what do we got going on there?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's just something about like preparing the meal and things like that I don't know. We just get a rise out of it. So anyway, it's almost like foreplay.
No. All right. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You definitely don't want to combine that.
Going back to the toilet paper conversation. No.
Yeah. If you could figure out a way to combine the food and the sex.
I think I saw that movie.
We did. No, that was an episode of Seinfeld.
No, that was combining food in the shower.
Yeah, no, it was George was like, he'd taken a bite of the sandwich while he was having sex with his girlfriend. It's like, oh, he'd literally had a sandwich in the bedside table. It was like, had to roll over for a sec, take a quick bite, and get back at it. It was.
I want to say it was it 9.5 weeks? I think was.
That's the one you're
Mickey
thinking about?
Rourke and Kim Basinger.
Oh, that was supposed to be a really hot movie.
It was.
Steamy.
Yeah.
It was very.
Yeah.
Nice.
They did a parody of it in Hot Shots.
Oh yeah, do remember.
And that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like pops the olive from her belly button into her mouth. That's like
Is that where that came from?
that's like what I really remember from that movie. But the original scene I think was 9.5 weeks.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, that makes a lot more sense then. Yeah, because obviously that came out. Well, I guess that Hot Shots was like, I think I was like 13 or 14 when that came out or something.
I was going to say I think it was 91.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the love scene that it was parodying. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's all been uphill for Charlie Sheen since.
Very much so. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, dude's got AIDS now. I mean, that's got to be.
He
the pinnacle.
does?
Yeah.
I did not know
I
that.
didn't know that.
I think I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because in the late aughts, he teamed up with John Cryer to do 2.5 Men.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember, but John Cryer was in Hot Shots. He was the guy.
Oh,
who
yeah.
had the
Yeah.
Walleye vision. So
Right, yeah.
technically, it was a reunion.
Okay. Yeah.
But in
He's
2.5
HIV
Men,
positive. I shouldn't say he has AIDS. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's how you get sued.
Yep.
If we get up to 50 listeners, we're in big trouble.
Yep.
But
Something's
yeah, that
happening.
was in like, man, that was right here, 2015. Yeah, was when he.
Wow. That's.
How did I miss that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yep.
I thought maybe. Was that his Tiger Blood speech? Is that what he meant? Was that code?
Maybe I can't remember exactly what was going on, but he was talking about. I think that was like the fact that he was like doing all these drugs and it not really affecting them too much. Like he would, there's a certain type of people and performers, I should really say, that really can just like hammer out the drugs, be more or less comatose to the world, but then have to like kind of perform and be able to like almost flawlessly do the thing that they're supposed to be doing and then go back into like whatever comatose state they were in. There was I think it was Elton John talking about Izzy, the bassist guitarist from Guns N' Roses. And somehow they were on tour together in this like big like one of the, it wasn't Lollapalooza, but it was like that type of like like tour environment. And Guns N' Roses was apparently like 5 minutes from like going on stage, and Izzy is like passed out on some like couch somewhere in some green room, and they literally couldn't find him for a while. And finally they found him, and they were like, "Hey man, you're about to be on stage." He went from like passed out, drunk, whatever other substances were in his system, to playing an entire 45-minute set flawlessly, and then had to be carried off stage after he collapsed after the final note. And so I mean, certain performers are able to just like bring it all together, I guess, and like
not to the same extent.
Yeah.
But it does remind me of, I saw an interview with James Cameron today, and he was talking
Better
about
than Kirk Cameron.
better than Kirk Cameron.
I got a Kirk Cameron thing for you guys too, by the way. So go ahead.
Ooh,
Can't wait.
you got a Kirk Cameron thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. But James Cameron is doing an interview where he's talking about when he was casting for Titanic, and Leo came in, and Leo was, at the time kind of a rising star, but he wasn't like mega star status yet. And he walked in, and James was like, "Okay, here's the page." He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna read," and James was like, "Well, yeah." And he's like, I don't really read anymore. And James was like, all right, well, thanks for coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And he shook his hand. And he's like, well, wait a minute. And he's like, look, man, this is like going to be a huge movie.
Yeah.
You know, this is a blockbuster. Years of my life. I'm not, taking a gamble on something, stuff like this.
Shit. Yeah.
And he's like, and so he's describing, he's like, Leo's like, oh, okay, man, like, whatever, I guess I can, he's like 18, whatever he was. How old was he? He was like 20s. Yeah. He's like, he's being like a whiny little, like, spoiled bitch about the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And then James was like, action. And he's like snapped into character immediately. And it was like the best Jack ever, but it was like, right up until that point, it was nothing but whining and bitching about like, man, I can't really know what to do.
Right.
Now he's on.
I'll never let you go. Yeah. And then he let her go. Or no, she let him go.
Yeah, she did.
She did. Yeah. There was room on that door.
So they say.
No. I'm saying like this is like the fights, that really happened. Toilet paper, room on the door.
Yeah, I think it's been proven that she could have totally saved him. But
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah. So I was listening to another podcast again. I spend a lot of time by myself throughout the day.
Yeah. God, I don't know how you do that.
It could be too much time. Yeah, but it's like I don't have a whole lot of like person interaction throughout the day. People interaction, I guess.
They're the worst.
Lucky.
I'm really kind of jealous.
Lucky.
So in order to like kind of get my fix, I'm literally like listening to news organizations or podcasts or just music or whatever. A lot less music here lately. But just because I have to get my political porn fix. But a couple of the podcasts I listen to are like either religiously based or like religious adjacent. And this one was basically going over the idea or going over the incident that Kirk Cameron sparked on his own podcast when he started talking about his furthering beliefs in the fact that like hell doesn't exist.
All right.
Yeah. So people who don't know, Kirk Cameron is an evangelical Christian and has like he's advocated for like creationism. I think he was even on a couple of videos with people like Ray Comfort and the other guy. I was trying to think of the other guy from the Answers in Genesis guy. But anyway, very much a creationist. Believes in like the 6-day creation myth and all this other stuff. But now I think he was on with his son talking about the fact that like hell, one, it's not biblical. There's nothing in the Bible about hell. But also too that like it theologically and philosophically anyway, the idea of what is annihilationism just doesn't make sense to him anymore. And so he advocates for he advocates for annihilationism, which is like basically at the moment of death, the person's soul is destroyed. And there's many believers out there that are like kind of calling him out, basically saying that all of there would be no point to any of this if the soul was destroyed. You have to have some kind of eternal torment after this, so that God's judgment can be passed along to the souls who don't need,
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's
gagged a little.
That actually had nothing to do with the podcast. She just took a sip of Pepsi.
Is that right?
It's the iPhone of sodas.
No. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. You leave my Pepsi alone or you're going to find out.
So anyway, yeah, that's my Kirk Cameron thing. It's like even Christians who want to call themselves like true Christians or like say that they've got the right view of God and eternity and all that other stuff, they don't even agree about it amongst themselves. So why? Who the hell are you to be telling anybody else how to live?
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so the darling of creationism and evangelical Christianity for the last little bit is now on the outs with many evangelical Christians because he doesn't believe in the everlasting torment of the soul.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know. Like
poor guy.
Yeah, there could be worse things, I guess. Anyway, there's my Kirk Cameron thing. I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Barb, tell us about how bad that Pepsi tastes.
It tastes wonderful, but now I'm craving some really good Italian food.
Really?
So this kind of came up in our last podcast. We were talking about restaurants around town, and I mentioned Main Street Bistro closing.
Oh, yeah.
And I found out the information so that I was better informed. And for those of you out there in podcast land that watched the YouTube, you saw me put up the correction of the name of the restaurant. And it is going to be Zophia's, I think.
I thought it was Trattoria.
Trattoria, yeah. That's what I said.
Close.
Man, fuck.
Very close.
Jeez, I don't come at you when you mispronounce words.
You all-
So
I miss both of those names. Trattoria?
Trattoria.
Trattoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
got
what I
it.
said.
Is that some kind of Italian? What is that?
It actually it means like family restaurant in
Oh.
Italian.
Okay, cool.
And it is an Italian restaurant.
Okay.
And it is going to be opened up by the folks who do Cianos out in Waxhaw.
Yum.
So this is a different group. Like I was under the impression that this was like,
Right, that's what we were guessing. If
Okay.
you remember in our last episode,
gotcha.
I was like, I guess.
I don't listen to our episodes.
now
As
you're
well
going to
you
have to listen to our past episodes, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You're missing out.
So every time I'm like, hey, did you listen to the episode? And you're like, yeah, sounds great.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
Put it out.
Fuck all
That's
of
such
you.
a husband answer.
I worked so
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
on this day in and day out. But anyway, so that's what's coming. And if you haven't been out to Cianos in Waxhaw, you should absolutely try it. It's delicious. It's
What does
amazing.
Cianos mean? I wonder.
That's their last name.
That's the last-
Oh, that's her last name. Okay.
But short for Paisano.
Oh, okay.
Kevin's pulling more shit out of his
don't-
ass.
Yeah, don't go into school and say that one tomorrow. But it was funny because the first night that I ate at Elk, the owners of Cianos and the owners of Main Street Bistro were walking out together.
Oh, really?
And I did not put two
Oh,
and two together
yes.
until much later.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
We should tag them.
we should not.
Why not? It's food.
It'd be rude.
I didn't mean like tag.
Oh, see, yeah, you don't want to be tagged in a game you don't know you're playing. That's fucking
True.
bullshit.
that way you win every single time.
Yeah.
You're like, you just tag a random stranger, like, hey, how you doing? Now they're it.
I feel like that's called assault.
Maybe.
I don't know anything about
Maybe someone else will have a record at the table.
that. Damn you.
I would love it if he stood up in front of a judge and says, "I was trying to play tag,"
Yeah.
just because they didn't want to play back. I don't think. This should be a
Hello?
thing.
Well, you don't understand, Judge. They didn't know they were playing at the time. Yeah.
No, get it? Because it's your dog.
I tried that. It didn't work.
You tried to say, "Oh, we were just playing tag."
Yeah. I mean, that's all I was doing.
Yeah.
I
about
really
anybody
feel
else,
like
but-
I believe in the story that we know,
Mm-hmm.
the beverage, the offending beverage, was in fact Pepsi.
Yeah. Of course.
There you
had
go.
to have
See, I mean, I'm just gonna say it: 100% of Pepsi drinkers at this table
We'll throw their drink on you.
have been known to wear handcuffs.
Shut up. Well, I'm excited about that restaurant.
Yeah, me
And now I even more so want some good Italian food.
Yeah, I was good. Actually, we're nope. Yeah, I should have probably worn different clothes. We're going to Main Street Bistro tonight for dinner.
Oh, are you?
This is our final goodbye to them. So
Aw.
yeah, we're gonna go there for dinner tonight. But I
They
am
have-
looking forward to another restaurant. I love restaurants,
Yeah.
or at least I used to. Fuck me. Can't
Yeah.
eat now.
You know, you just like now you're eating off the kids' menu.
Are you you gonna stay on this forever or
I see you guys use these words like permanent and for. I don't know what
those
this
aren't
means.
that's not part of your vocabulary?
Like permanent cement, perhaps. No, I don't know. I literally, the doctor says do this, and I'm like, I trust you. You went to medical school,
Right?
Cool.
and for the most part, I haven't corrected him yet on anything, except for the part where he said you should eat more salads. I
But
just
so
picked up
so
that.
you actually though, since it is controlling your diabetes and stuff, that you would actually probably stay on Ozempic.
I would think on a small dose.
Probably because I am what they call the type deuce.
Yeah.
So
Douche?
deuce
Oh, sorry.
wrapped up like a deuce.
I knew exactly
she,
what
she
you said.
heard you.
She did. She just wanted to say douche. She's like, I haven't cursed in like 5 minutes. Let's say something dirty. But the idea that this is like self-inflicted based on years of Coke, pizza, and beer.
The diabetes?
diabetes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I got the type 2.
Oh, right.
So
Got it.
basically, like at any time when they first told me about this 12, 13, 14 years ago.
Oh my.
It was literally like, hey, if you just cut back on the soda, you'll be fine.
And you're
I'm
like, fuck off, nerd.
Both middle fingers. You know, like,
You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
nice fucking glasses. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Well, no, I feel the same way when like people are saying that every beer takes 15 minutes off your life. I'm like, what kind of sad life
What?
do I want to live?
That was when I used to smoke cigarettes. That was what
Yeah.
I would say for it was a Dennis Leary joke.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, oh, they say like every cigarette takes 7 minutes off your life. Yeah, those are the worst fucking years when you're trying to make it to the bathroom before you shit yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be alive for that.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, it's not the threat that they think it is.
I wonder if it makes the other years previous though that much worse.
Sometimes it
Yeah,
does.
it just moves your shitty years into a younger.
Well,
younger
that's why
stage.
he'll never hear this, but I had a friend Gibby, and Gibby could go out every night, smoke, drink beers, go out the next day, run a mile and a half in like 12
Oh, my
minutes, and
God.
he was fine.
Yeah.
And he's about a decade older than I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I could not do that. So when you talk about like people like being able to snap out of drugs and play the bass,
Yeah.
that was him snapping out of drugs to play the bass.
Right.
And I couldn't. So that's why I had to quit smoking. I'm sure he's still smoking wherever he is, and I had to quit. And,
Yeah.
you know, my body wasn't keeping up with that.
Did you ever smoke?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife and I, we both quit. I want to say we were like 20, 22, 23, maybe 24, somewhere around there. I wasn't quite married yet, but we got married at like 27 years old. She was 26, 27. Yeah, I mean, I used to, I mean, hell, I was in construction and
Yeah.
and you know, just, I don't know, I mean, it was like kind of the smoke 'em if you got 'em type thing. So we would take breaks, you know, on any construction site or whatever. I mean, it was, or for that matter, just driving down the road. Like I had like, most smokers or anybody who develops habits around stuff like this, they have these like little, what do you call them? It's not tails.
Nipples.
Yeah, no. Everybody's
it.
got those. But like cues or something like that. But like every time triggers. There you go. So I delivered pizzas for a long time too, and like literally every time I would get in my car to like go deliver or like get like stop at a red light or something like that. There was always like weird triggers as I'm driving around, and so I would, especially when I'm like delivering or something like that, I would always have some sort of like process of cigarette smoking going on. And then, you know, going into, like I say, going into construction at that point, man, I mean, it was just like you smoked or somebody beside you was smoking, you know, so I just like always, yeah, I mean, I smoked for a very long time. But I'll say that when I decided to quit smoking, sunflower seeds was the way I like broke that habit. I basically replaced one habit with another.
That's what my dad did. He did
Yeah.
Starlight Mints.
Is that right?
And then he
Yeah.
found out he was diabetic, so I had to.
Oh, so yeah.
Like, oh, God, you
Well, the sunflower seeds, the only thing they did was just like ruin my front teeth. I mean, like I had little, like I can feel them on the inside of my tongue where like your front teeth has a certain like width to it. I whittled it down to like almost nothing. Like all the back enamel was gone from where I was just like, but literally every day I was going through like probably 2 of those like large sleeves of
Wow.
yeah. So I'm sure my
Damn.
sodium content was like, you know, through the fucking roof also. But yeah, we smoked for quite a long time. I mean,
What's quite a long time? Give us.
I probably started smoking when I was like 16, 17 years
Wow.
old. And then, you know, 20, I would say probably 22 or 23. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like there was like, I was probably a pack a day at least from probably like 18 on to that. So, I mean, yeah, I was right down the road to, you know, like, you know, becoming a lifelong smoker. But for whatever reason, I can't remember, my wife and I decided, she was my girlfriend at the time, obviously, but I think we decided one day we're just like, you know, we had kind of had enough of it and just wanted to stop smoking. So
How'd that go? Was that
it was
hell?
rough.
Well,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
rough on the sunflower seed budget.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, you know,
That's cheaper than cigarettes,
it's very
though.
much cheaper than cigarettes. Yeah. But I can remember being in high school and going to like one of the only gas stations around that would sell us cigarettes and paying literally $1.08. I can remember gathering
Wow.
up $1.08
Yep.
and buying a pack of cigarettes, and like me and my friends would just, you know, like gather up $1.08 and go in before school every morning and buy a pack of cigarettes, and that would be our pack for the day. And like, so that was probably, I was 16, 17 years old at that point. But then, yeah, I mean, smoking all the way up through. And so, yeah, for somebody to like to decide, I don't know, like, well, I guess in this day and age, for somebody to be smoking now, like, you really got to like really like cigarettes.
All right, let's get this out right now.
Yeah.
Okay, like I go to the doctor next month, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Kevin, you're terminal. First fucking thing I'm doing is buying a pack of cigarettes.
I
You
think
are?
I'm going back immediately.
Do you miss it?
I might
I
too.
miss it so much.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'll tell you that, like, there are people out there in the world. Like yesterday, we were in court, and the person like sat down in front of me, and they just had a cigarette before they came in. You know that like smell, like kind of like
That's
it
the
sticks
worst.
around.
It's all
permeates.
Yeah. It really
Nope.
is.
Oh, not me.
Yeah.
I was like, can I sniff your hair?
Like, that's the appetizing thing. Now that's
Bailiff,
yeah,
the
that's what
the bailiff's
appetizing
not
is.
looking.
That is so gross.
So yeah, that's how it was, and it was when I was out there, like if I run into a smoker and I see them smoking, I will go out of my way to go stand over and say hi to them real quick so I could get a quick whiff of it.
So I love the smell of coffee. And so we always have coffee in the house in some form. I've literally got I drink cold coffee. And so I've always got like a thermos of cold coffee that I'm working on till about maybe 5 o'clock throughout the day. And so, I don't get the opportunity to like re-smell coffee. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
walk into a house where you don't have coffee, or like walk into a place where you don't already have your own coffee and smell their coffee. And like, so to me, you're saying that, and so that is triggering to me in a good way. Like I like the smell of coffee. It's not necessarily appetizing, but it is definitely like, it's a good smell. You're telling me that cigarette smoke and somebody who has just smoked a cigarette is like smelling coffee to you.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really? That's the
yeah.
craziest thing.
Well, it's even crazier because you talk about sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was having trouble breathing at night, and I was waking up and I was kind of struggling with the breathing. And I was huffing and puffing and going upstairs. Apparently, that wasn't actually the cigarette, just a fat ass. But
Well,
December 20th. December 17th at 8 p.m. 2020.
That's my mom's birthday.
That was my last cigarette.
Yeah.
And it was like 8 p.m. and I'm like looking at my pack. I'm looking at one cigarette. I'm like, all right, this is the last one. And that was it. And
that was
no
the last
patches,
one,
no drugs.
Yeah.
I have dreams all the time.
My mom she said she used to have dreams.
Where I'll be in a store and I'll be like, and a pack of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, after this pack, I'm quitting again. And I'll wake up in the morning like feeling bad. I'm like, man, I can't believe I cheated on the quitting smoking thing.
My wife and I, when we were going through that, I think I failed a couple times where I think she was better at it, like quitting. And I'm pretty sure I failed a couple times. And I think I did have dreams. I think I can remember having dreams where I was like smoking a cigarette. I was like, oh shit, my wife is going to be so mad at me. So for this, yeah. So no, I can totally relate to that. But I just like to me now cigarettes just don't they don't smell good at all.
Oh, disagree.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Wow, that's not the first
It's like
thing we
potpourri
disagree
for
on.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Well, they're like the Pepsi of smells
I'm
for
telling
you.
what?
Right.
It's gonna it's gonna get violent in here.
Yeah.
Keep messing with my Pepsi.
If I had to drink a soft drink, it would be a Pepsi. I gotta tell you.
Are you just
Yeah.
saying that because you're feeling bad for
No,
Barb?
it's not at all. Like it used to when I think I stopped drinking soft drinks around the same time, by the way. I quit cigarettes and soft drinks at the same time.
You must have been a miserable person to be around.
I think I probably was, maybe. Yeah.
Congrats on staying with your girlfriend.
I'm so much
eventual
better now.
wife.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but no, I used to drink Mountain Dew like every morning. I would buy one of those like big Mountain Dews, like whatever 20-ounce things, or I don't even know. It was like the biggest single size serving that you could like not be embarrassed chugging on, So, but yeah, I used to drink Mountain Dew and Pepsi products all the time. Like Coke, to me, when I would drink it, I could drink Coke if it was in a glass iced, and that way it would be fine. But any other time, if I'm drinking it out of a can or a bottle or something, it had to be Pepsi, because Coke, honestly, like it was so fucking sweet that it felt like it was coating the inside of my mouth. And like, is that what you dug on? You're like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Yeah.
you talked about your enamel going away. This was replacing it.
yeah, right.
Seems like the circle of life here.
Yeah.
Nature abhors a vacuum.
There you go.
I don't think that's how that works, Kevin.
Well, you talk. So we talk about addictions and whatnot. And again, I wasn't addicted because I was able to stop. But when I went into the dentist, they used to say, because of all the enamel being missing from the back of my teeth, they were like, "Are you bulimic?" And I'm like, "Are you looking at my stomach right now, asking me if I'm fucking bulimic?"
Right.
You know.
He said, "That's my Coca-Cola."
Nope. I was fucking getting drunk 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
At one point, my friend group, we had to sit there and we're like, okay, let's pick one night where we no longer go out. And it was Tuesdays. And I remember it was Tuesdays.
Yeah.
And so Tuesdays, we did not go out anymore for one Tuesday.
Wow.
It lasted one
Yes.
Tuesday.
But I would get drunk to the point where I would throw up like almost every night. And
Oh.
so, yeah. And again, same thing. It was like, okay, well, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah. I wonder if like addiction were, and that you'd have to ask somebody who's like, studied addiction and things like that. But like, I felt like I quit smoking, but I still felt like I was probably addicted at the time. Like, cause like,
Oh, no, we still are.
You still
because
are.
I still crave
I
a
did
cigarette.
actually. I
that-
actually did a fairly large report when I was back in 100 years ago in college because I was I was going into psych. But you're an addict.
is that you never lose
You're an
that?
addict
You never
for
lose
life.
it,
You
and
just-
you could pick something else up.
Well, and
It could be anything.
Well, it's like like I was telling you, I think I replaced sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
But I was doing it. I was buying sunflower seeds because I had the addiction to cigarettes, though. It's not like I was addicted to sunflower seeds. I was just like, I was replacing, every time I would want a cigarette, I would literally like take a, I would.
What did you replace the sunflower seeds with?
And it just eventually I figured out that I was like fucking myself up, like fucking my teeth up and stuff like that. So I just stopped. I stopped doing it. And at that point, I no longer had the physical addiction or the mental addiction, for that matter, of cigarettes. Like now, like the same triggers that I used to have, like getting in, getting in the truck or like stopping at a red light or something. Like now, even now, I don't like it. It doesn't even pop in my head that that I'm like reaching for a cigarette or something. You know what I mean?
The muscle memory's gone.
I guess, yeah.
I get, addiction has to be real, and it has to be something
I
that a lot of
know it's
people go
real.
through. And I know that people are forced because there is no other reason why someone would drink Pepsi. You know what I mean? Like that's obviously an addiction
Right.
because you don't sit there and be
going
like, you know
home.
what I really want?
Yeah.
A fucking Pepsi.
Have you guys, probably not, but there's a,
Are you going to say, is there a podcast?
no, there's a semi-popular book.
Oh,
It's called, and this is, I think it was written back in the 80s or something like that, but it's called Space Merchants. Have I mentioned that to you guys before?
no.
So there's a like a kind of a, in the introductory paragraphs or like chapters or something like that, they're describing what life is like and it's like this new future kind of like corporate ruled hellscape. It's not a hellscape, but you get what I'm saying. It's like
We live in America.
yeah, right. But it's not like certain science fiction, like say Mad Max or something like that. There's just like all of life or society is kind of broken down and like so you've got these like marauders going around and stuff like that. That's not really what this is about. This is more like your life is being corporate ruled. I think that. Yeah, it is so pertinent to nowadays. Like I'd tell people to read this book because I feel like it will kind of give you an idea of what these motherfuckers are really kind of planning at this point. But point being is like it gives this like morning of the protagonist. It opens up his in it, and it's like he's waking up, and he first thing he does was light a cigarette. And it's just like a specific brand of cigarette because they're like corporate controlled, but the cigarette has something in it that makes you thirsty. So you go and grab that corporate.
Rondo.
Yeah. It's something. Yeah. But it's like,
It's got electrolytes.
Yeah. Right. But, and of course the drink is owned by the same corporate people that own the cigarettes more or less. I'm pretty sure I'm conveying this right, but anyway, and then the drink makes you hungry at that point, so you end up going and getting your corporate branded food, and then the food makes you want another cigarette. So there's just corporatized addiction cycle that they've literally put into their products in order to keep people on these things. So another part of it is like when he's going to order a pizza, and the was this part of the book that I'm remembering, or is this something else? Anyway, there's another I think science fiction-y thing where this guy's going to order a pizza, and in order to order the pizza, you have to talk to your health insurance agent first, and they're like, you had 2 pizzas this week already. Don't you think you probably want a salad? and eventually the people that you're calling to order your pizza says, no, I don't think you can have a pizza today. But so anyway, space merchants. There's anybody who's into science fiction stuff, or not for that matter, and you just like to kind of torture yourself with future hellscapes. Possible hellscapes. That would be a good one. Anyway,
again, getting kind of disappointed in your use of the word future.
Yeah, well, it's here. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
So I'll talk about. I haven't really described my own version of conspiracy theories.
You've done a few.
I've talked about it, but I haven't really gone into detail about what I really feel like is happening right now, because sometimes, even as I'm kind of describing it to myself, I'm like, is that really happening?
Yeah.
It just seems so far out.
And, there are 2 elements to all of this. Is can we really believe that this is happening? Can we really believe that nobody in power is stepping up to stop this from happening? Can we believe that we, who we thought were good people, are capable of doing such horrible things?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And so, lots of different levels to that conversation.
Well, it's, it's, most of my stuff revolves around things that we've already seen happen. Part of my, biggest conspiracy theory is the recreation of factory towns.
Yeah.
And we have,
check out episode 4 for that.
Is that yeah? But yeah, we have very rich and powerful people in the world who are trying to bring back factory towns, and we'll see what happens.
So,
in
Barb,
the next episode.
Yes, sir.
Question for you.
Okay.
How's the groovy gardener?
I've been so busy with work. I haven't done anything with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I found to be
Status
honest.
update? Check.
Yes.
We have been updated. We can move on.
Yeah, no, I've designed some stuff, and I'm just kind of going slow with it because I jumped with the last name, and I didn't really care for it that much. So now I've got to get it all set up properly and get my EIN number and all that fun stuff. So.
Oh yeah. So what do you envision for? I mean, is this just something that you want to kind of do as a hobby or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not looking to.
If that ends up that way, great. If it ends up where it takes off and I don't have to work 9 to 5, but I don't think it's just going to be a little piddling.
If you're out there in podcast land listening and you have rich friends, please have them reach out to Barb.
That's right.
Yeah.
If they need the garden design.
Yes, indeed.
Is this mainly container gardens, or what are you thinking?
Probably. I mean, I'm happy to do any kind of other gardening, but I want to just initially focus on the container stuff just to get interest. And then, if people want me to redo their garden or start a garden or whatever, then we've got, my husband can build planter boxes and whatever else needs to be done for that. So, we're just going to see what happens. Yeah. But I don't want to jump fast into it because then you make mistakes.
Yeah. Don't hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. That's so anti-ADHD of you.
Just well, I'm medicated.
Well, remember, this is the second go around after the ADHD on the first one was like, oh, no, never. I don't like that name.
Because every time I get into something that I enjoy doing, I'm like, you know what? I can make a fucking business out of this.
Right. Well,
that was the Pepsi making her cough.
Is that right?
That's the truth on that one. Goodness, sorry about that.
Steven, any updates on the loose screw or?
No.
All right.
I mean, it's right now. I'm working on the house, trying to get it to a point to where I can. I don't know. We don't have boxes and loose knickknacks all over the damn place. And,
I think that also
I feel that pain.
echoes Barb's
God.
situation too.
right. Yeah. So, but yeah, eventually, I want to probably, if I need to, I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to go back and get my contractor's license again. But the point being is like the things that I would like to do probably are going to be in order to like charge more than $40,000 per project in the state of North Carolina. You have to be licensed contractor. And
All right, in podcast land, if you have a project that costs $39,000,
Yes.
reach out to Steven.
absolutely, yes. But anyways, I like, and some of the stuff that I want to build is probably about that. And you know, as much as, this sounds, you know, awful saying this, but like most of the projects that I would want to build probably are in that range, just because it's easier to kind of like
Lots of screwing.
yeah, lots of screwing. It's easier to turn a profit when the number's bigger, put it that way. And if
Math checks out.
yeah, so I'm a small construction company, always kind of have been. So decks and screen porches were always kind of my jam, just because you can kind of get in and get out. And
That's how doors work. Yeah.
it is, yeah. And but you know, when you're competing on such a like a large group of people, like, so anybody can, you know, buy a saw and a nail gun and become a deck builder. And so I'm when I say something about like, you know, shooting for those higher price items, I'm talking about using different materials, bigger projects and things like that. So I'm like kind of
Like pine.
yeah, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a wood.
That's a wood.
But so I can kind of put myself in the higher tier of like, I don't know, it's more of a luxury item than it is just like, you know, somewhere you want to put your grill, really. And so
I feel like
anyway.
I just feel like you're the next level, though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really do. Steven's work is incredible.
You should have seen him when we did the ramp for Council on Aging. You weren't there.
I wasn't.
Oh man, I'm telling you. First of all, he freaked me the fuck out. 'Cause,
He did?
Yeah, he was like just sawing shit over his knee.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know, but it was really impressive to see everything come together and him kind of understand the entire site of things. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, ramp build. And then he's like, well, we've got to make sure that it's not too steep. You know, we don't want her,
Right.
you know, rolling down out into the yard. So
Hey, can we mention one of your other projects?
Yeah, go ahead.
One of the I'm not sure which one it was, but it was so massively impressive. One or more of the tree houses over at Tree House.
Oh yeah,
Window.
sure, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
you did too,
he
right?
really did a job over there.
Yeah, I did too. One is more of a an actual. Well, it's in a tree and it's not supported by too many like timbers that are going to the ground.
So a tree house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but I mean, it's an indoor like you could live in this easily.
So
And,
like a house.
Yeah, like a house. Yeah.
In a tree.
In a tree. Yeah. Thanks.
Imagine.
Yeah. But no,
Fucking
it's
making
like,
fun of me and not knowing permanent. Like,
yeah, but it's an indoor space that you could feel comfortable in, air conditioning and stairs and bathroom.
it's why I don't camp.
Yeah. So yeah,
'Cause I need all of those things.
this is not camping. Yeah, no. But then the second one I built for him was just more like a very large deck up in a tree, so, and, but yeah, that's, I don't know. I've had a lot of practice doing stuff. And, yeah, I've freaked out many of people who have watched me work when I like get myself into weird positions with sharp objects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Sounds
one of
kinky.
the most impressive things I've learned about you over the last 2 years is that you still have all 10 fingers and toes.
It's amazing.
It is.
It is.
Now you've jinxed it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. No, there's a dude that I used to work with, and this guy, I swear to God, and this guy was an old timer. So that's like, it's part of me having all my 10 fingers and toes still is the fact that like tools have gotten so much safer over the last little bit. Like when I first started doing like, I guess, custom carpentry, the guy that was teaching me told me a story about, he's like, man, I can remember when they first brought out the first nail gun to our job site and was trying to sell it to our crew leader, and he's like, They sold us that nail gun, and I swear to God, within the first 10 minutes, I had shot a nail through my hand.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's part of it is just like me not having to, I guess, learn new tools really. Like they were always there, and I just had to learn how to use them.
So
and then,
basically, like every warning label is kind of addressed to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, hey, okay, what do we need to put on this?
Yeah.
Think of Steven Seagal.
Right. But also, like, you know, seeing like some of the, like this other old dude that I used to work with, like you would look at his hands and each finger had some sort of like mangling that had happened. Like literally like one of his thumbs was cut in half, not across the knuckle like you would think, but down the center of it. Like he's got half a thumb.
Fucked up his thumb wrestling.
But
man.
Right.
Got to be careful. Got to be
longer.
careful.
Yeah.
Got to limit your options.
No longer doing
Ouchies.
thumb wars. Yeah.
If you're doing that.
But yeah, like literally every finger had like either cut down like, you know, at least one or two knuckles or like literally a finger in half or something. But, and so seeing guys like that, I'm like, oh, that's the bad things that can happen. And so,
yeah
right.
I'm glad it took that for you to see how that works.
No, but like, and there's always, and so when I came up and like, was like watching these people work and watching all their fuck ups and things like that, I just kind of understood that you don't like hold the guard up on a saw or hold the guard up on a saw permanently. There's certain guys that don't like the way that like the little circular saw guard comes up. It keeps them from being able to like push through the cut smoothly. And so they'll take a little wedge of wood and they'll like hold the guard up with it. And so now you've got like a dangerous saw that like has the blade just poking out and like, you know, you go to like put it down on the floor. I did this just so you know. I didn't realize the guy had held the guard up. And so I was done cutting. I went to go put the saw down on the floor, like with my right hand near my right foot, like you do. And the thing, like, if you don't know anything about circular saws, they will like spin around in a circle once you like put them on the floor with that saw blade. So I've thrown these boots away a long time ago, but I had a pair of boots with like a C cut out, like right where my toes were. All the way through my boot. It went all the way through my boot and like cut my sock, but didn't touch me at all. And so, yeah, I've been shot in the head with a nail gun before. Is that why you keep listening to all these podcasts? It is, right. Yeah. That's why I'm so like antisocial now. But no, like I was underneath this was my boss man, as a matter of fact. When you're putting down trusses in a roof system, you have to put OSB plywood on and tie all the trusses together, and that's what kind of like makes your attic floor kind of. And so my boss was up there shooting them down, and nail guns are very powerful. And if you don't hit the wood, they pop through that plywood. A piece of 1/2-inch OSB, it'll just fly right through there. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he shot off the side of the plywood, so it deflected off. But I was underneath him, which I shouldn't have been doing, picking up trash and stuff like that. And it literally, like, luckily I was bent down. So I'm not as tall as I am, but I was like, you know, half the height, you know, because I'm bent down picking up blocks of wood, and it deflected off of a 2x4 and like stuck. It literally, like, it's hard for everybody to see it right here, but I'm like, imagine me looking down at the ground and the nail like catching me like this. Like, so it hit me in the head, but at such an angle that it didn't really like penetrate anything but like the first couple layers of skin.
Kind of like the Trump shot.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So it was a glancing blow more or less, but it like, I bled like a stuck pig.
I have questions about how it went through the helmet that you were wearing.
Oh, definitely not wearing that.
Okay. So basically, the lesson that you should take from today is that safety gear and not chalking your guard on a circular saw.
Exactly.
Very, very important on
do
a
that,
safety issue. And also having a car that beeps when it backs up.
And you've gotten all your
Safety
safety. Yes.
Here's to weasel that in.
Here's our safety message from Aunt Kevin.
So,
I bet you have a first aid kit in your MERS, don't you?
I do not.
No.
I have Advil.
I have a couple different safety kits.
And Midol.
First aid kits, as a matter of fact. I've learned over the years.
Probably in your truck, though,
Yeah,
right?
exactly,
I just
yeah.
wondered if you carried one in his MERS.
No. And
Gotcha.
for fuck's sake, it's a purse.
It's a MERS.
I don't want to sit there and gender label something. It's a purse.
But it's an
Very-
Aunt Kevin purse.
very proud of
Fine.
Miss my tassel, though. All right, Steven.
Yeah. All right. So if you've enjoyed this podcast or you found it useful, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode. We have a website, changefrommonroe.com. You can send us an email there at Stephen or Kevin or Barb at changefrommonroe.com, and we love hearing from you. We read all of your emails, I promise. We also reserve the right to read any of those said emails on air unless you express otherwise. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram or Threads or social medias, except for Twitter, because
Fuck Elon.
fuck Elon.
You'll catch on to that.
Yeah,
will.
you will. Yeah.
Sorry, I was taking a nap.
That's all right. Yeah. We deserve those. And as always, consume a satchel of Richard Robert. The small intestine is little fingers pushing the poos along.